If this message found you, this could be your message. This is very specific. I pulled the woman cards. You could be a divine feminine, or you could be in your feminine energy. And I also pulled the owl card. And what you don't see is the heart card. So something below the surface is pulling at you. Maybe it's in your heart, it's in your soul. There's something that you're supposed to be looking at from a different perspective in your life. You could be somebody who maybe tends to play the martyr a lot, plays the victim in your situation. And the universe is saying, now's the time to step out of that. Step out of that victim mentality, the martyr mentality, and get into this mentality, the adventurer. Because your soul is calling for you to do something more passionate, more driven. I did pull the archetype, number 5. So let's look at that in the book, because it talks about you being able to recognize your path and journey. It says, while problems and even seemingly impossible challenges may be arising, this may be an opportunity to create something new or to take a different path to your goal. Be careful not to just simply jump onto a new direction just because you desire the outcome, because the foundation will not be sound. Are you ready to dedicate yourself to the making and the development required? The architect reminds us to be the maker of our own destiny, but to plan carefully and deeply before we set forward on construction. So you may be wanting something, your heart is pulling at you to do something, saying just go all in, go all in. And the universe is saying it might be time to analyze the situation from afar instead of jumping in instantly and taking action. You maybe have had low self-esteem or low confidence. There's a need to gather more information and have a game plan of what your course of action is, because we do have the scientist here, number 11. So let's look at the scientist, because you could be seeing a lot of 5s, which is about that conflict and change, and you could also be seeing a lot of 11s, which means your intuition is pushing you in this direction. It says anything can happen if you find a solution, if you're willing to let go of what you feel and even think. Just stop, listen, and look. Don't fear the unknown, but also avoid overanalyzing. Try a new way, gather additional information, experiment. While you may not find the complete answer, explorations can set you in the right direction. There's always better than stagnation, or worse, falling backwards. The scientist will work out the question first before setting up the experiment, using true tests and carefully analyzing the outcomes. What can you experiment to make things better in your life? And that's what I feel your passion and your drive is, wanting you to just jump all in. However, there is a need for you to also carefully consider that you could be successful. You could be somebody who maybe is the martyr. You always look at things on the worst case scenario. And now's the time to really feel your way of getting to this. Because look at this, we have the 10 of Cups, and hidden at the bottom of the deck is the 10 of Pentacles. So you are tapping into something that your soul is trying to pull you towards, but you could be resisting it, that you won't do it, you won't be able to do it, you won't be successful. We do have passion, creation, and workaholic. So I feel like this has something to do with your job, something to do with your career path. Maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do, but you feel like you can't do. You feel like maybe you wouldn't be good at it, you wouldn't be successful. The universe is saying this passion is ignited within you, and you may need to gather a little bit more information to get you to your journey or your destination of where you want to be with this career path. But you have to get started somewhere. And staying in the mindset of, well, I don't think I can, or I probably won't be able to, that is keeping you stuck. And that's keeping you stagnant, and that's not allowing your heart to feel the inner joy of life in itself. You know, when you find your purpose in life, your soul's purpose, you just naturally enjoy it. It's something that you truly love and you desire. And that's what your soul is trying to pry open within you. Don't fear the unknown. Think about it, analyze it, try to come up with a game plan of how you want to get there, and then start creating it. Because if you don't start this creation, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel unhappy. You're going to feel contained. You're going to feel like your potential is not being used to the best way that you know you could be. It could have something to do with writing. It could have something to do with mentorship. You know, this person is like teaching or telling something to someone else. So that could be a part of your path and your journey. Your heart is saying, you know what, now's the time to listen and figure out what is the next steps going to be in order for you to be successful to go towards this. You are the archetype. You are the one who can create this, and you are the scientist. So even if you try it and it's not successful initially, that's okay. You can be the person who's the adventurer. Try and try again. See what works and what doesn't work, and figure out what path and journey you want to be in so that you can actually feel in your heart happy. Because your soul is pulling you towards this. There's something about your inner joy is not 100% complete because you're not listening to your intuition that you are the person who can create your own true happiness. So if you're somebody who likes to always play the victim or always play the martyr, that you know you can't do it because you don't have the money, or you can't do it because you don't have the support, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the degree, you don't have the resources, you have to be able to figure out a way to make it happen. If you really want it and you really do follow what this passion is, it says you need to become this workaholic, somebody who's willing to work through every and any obstacle in order to succeed in what your soul is pulling you to do. There's a reason why you are feeling stuck. There's a reason why you're feeling there's something more to life than this. There's something more out there for you. And it's because you've been containing your own happiness within yourself. You know, whether this is a work endeavor, maybe a business adventure, it could be a travel, so to speak. Maybe you're being called to move to another country. You're being called to do something to help other people. There is a reason why you're put here. And part of your soul's path and journey is to discover that. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your whole purpose. It's not just to work for someone else and be miserable and be the martyr and the victim of your circumstance. It's for you to find what's igniting within you. There's something that is starting to bloom that you know you want, but you're telling yourself you can't have. And the universe is saying you can have it. You're the one who can be the architect of your future, of your success. And you're the one who can be the scientist, the person who can create it. And if it doesn't work that way, try it a different way and see what does work for you. Okay, collective, that is what I have for you. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Have a great day. Bye.